Good afternoon. We will now call the May 13th, 2025 meeting of the Elkhart Redevelopment Commission to order. First thing we need to do is amend the agenda. May I have a motion, please?
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Roll call. Right there in that seat.
For one of the few boards that doesn't do roll call.
One for each, okay.
Okay, Gary, can we approve all three sets of?
I think you could have a motion to approve all three at once.
Next item, approval of the April 8th, 2025 regular meeting minutes, April 29th, 2025 special meeting minutes, and May 6th, 2025 special meeting minutes. May I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without this guy. Okay. Sorry, I overlooked this before. As a reminder to the public, the Redevelopment Commission accepts in-person public comment and virtual public comment related to specific agenda items or during privilege of the floor. To participate virtually, please join us via WebEx and be sure you are visible and audible and that your name is displayed. Thank you. All right, Mr. Huber.
Just here to address the first item on the agenda. Yep.
Bids?
Bids.
All right.
So we didn't have any formal bids and we aren't opening anything today. However, at the last meeting, you did approve the staff to go out and request some quotes for the demolition related to the interior of the big lots to start prepping the space for new tenant build out. We did receive two quotes. Right Way Construction put in a bid for, I think, $152,500. Ancon came in at $148,900. After reviewing all the quality and details of the two requested quotes, you'll see later on the agenda there's an item to accept the quote and award the contract to Ancon Construction.
Thank you. Public hearing and confirmatory resolution for allocation area 7.
So if you'll remember, allocation area 7 is in the River District. It's the property, the single site property that we're carving out for the development agreement that we're working on and negotiating with We Impact for the new mixed use development and the structured parking garage. This is the final step of the process of creating the allocation area. This is the public hearing and the confirmatory resolution. All the other previous actions have been approved by the Redevelopment Commission, the Plan Commission, and the City Council.
We would need a motion to approve the confirming resolution creating downtown Elkhart allocation area number 7.
Do we need to open the public hearing
And there
first?
has to be a public hearing on it too.
So.
Okay. First, we will now open the meeting for a public comment on resolution for downtown Elkhart allocation area number 7. Any comments from members of the public, either in person or virtually? Comments from the commissioners?
Do you need a motion?
Yeah, I'm doing this
Okay,
first.
no
and
problem.
Then I have to close it and then he'll.
Got it.
There being no public comment will be closed. And now I need a motion.
To approve the confirming resolution for the creation of Elkhart downtown allocation area number 7.
Have a motion, please?
Second.
Any questions or comments from the commissioners? Questions or comments from members of the public? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Hearing and confirmatory resolution for number 8.
So this is repeat of the process. This is for creating allocation area number 8. Allocation area number 8 is is inclusive of the parcels related to the Garrison Fraser development that we're actively negotiating the development agreement, the redevelopment agreement on. Again, generally this is Freight Street and South Main Street with a connected sidewalk area, public right-of-way between those two development parcels.
I'll open the meeting for public comment on the downtown Elkhart allocation area number 8. Any comment from members of the public or the commissioners? There being none, public comment is now closed.
So you would need a motion to approve the modifying and confirming resolution for the creation of Elkhart Downtown Allocation Area Number 8.
May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Any questions or comments from the commissioners or members of the public? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Confirmatory resolution for Cassopolis Corridor and Downtown Area Plan.
This was undertaken as part of the creation of Allocation Area 7. The modifications and amendments to the downtown and Cassopolis area TIF plans were fairly limited to adding language to both plans, creating eligible activities and uses of funds, being eligible to create and expand either structured or surface parking in support of sports, entertainment, or other housing development projects in either of those areas.
So you'd need a motion to confirm the resolution that amends the development plan for the downtown urban renewal area and the Cassopolis Street Corridor Economic Development Area.
May I have a motion, please? Second?
Second.
And why don't you have a public hearing on that as well, just to make sure we cover it?
You know, we did it on the 6th.
Oh, that's right. We already did that one. You're right. Okay.
Questions or comments from members of the public? Questions or comments from motion? A motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? For St. Joe offer.
Good afternoon. Adam Fan, Assistant Director of Redevelopment. You may or may not remember that we made an offer on this property probably late last year, early this year. That offer was declined, but we did have a counter offer of $35,000. So I would like to have the commission vote to voice vote to accept that offer, but then also including in that voice vote, I would like to have the commission give an executive officer approval to execute the development or the purchase agreement, so we don't have to come back to the June meeting and prolong closing.
That purchase agreement is going to be on the standard realtor's form, as I understand it.
This is all through our real estate representation.
Okay, so I need a accept the offer of 234 St. Joseph Street and to give executive committee
Approval to
Executive.
approval
yeah.
to approve the purchase agreement.
Yep.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments from the commissioners? Any questions or comments from members of the public? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
River Greenway behind York Woods apartment.
Jacob's not in today, so I'll cover this one. So I guess there is a small section of the River Greenway behind
York Woods.
York Woods, yes. I was thinking Arbor Lakes, but York Woods that is in disrepair. The engineering team, Public Works, put together a scope of work, and we're just asking that the commission appropriate the funds out of the downtown TIF to cover the costs of the repair to that section of the River Greenway. I believe it's out of the downtown TIF, and it's
$55,000.
$55,000.
So you'd need a motion to approve the project and appropriate $55,000 from the Downtown Allocation Area 1 Special Fund to cover the cost of the repairs, and request and authorize Board of Public Works and City Development Services and Engineering Department proceed with the project.
Motion to that effect, please.
So moved.
Any questions or comments from the commissioners? Questions or comments from members of the public? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Opposed?
Thank you.
Okay. Woodland Crossing demo contract.
Good afternoon, Mary Casca, Assistant Director, Community Development. You have before you a resolution for your consideration to accept the proposal of ANCON for the interior demo of the Big Lots space at Woodland Crossing. This kind of follows on a previous proposal you approved for asbestos removal. So once we have the asbestos out, we need to go in and demo the interior so that we can prepare it for build out of the space for a new tenant that we're working with. So this is kind of follows in that pattern of what we need to do there to get that space released up. So that proposal is, I believe, $148,917, and I believe says that it's coming from the operations of Woodland Crossing, but I believe that's from Consolidated TIF. Isn't that right, Mike?
Resolution says consolidated.
It does say
Oh,
consolidate.
the resolution, okay. Sorry, the agenda. Okay, correct. The resolution's correct, from the Consolidated TIF, not the Operations Fund. Yeah, thank you.
So you would need a motion to award the contract for demolition services to Ancon Construction and appropriating $148,917 from the consolidated TIF to cover the cost of those services, and authorizing the officers to execute the agreement, which I have seen and reviewed.
So moved.
Any questions or comments from the commissioners? From members of the public? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Opposed? Resolution
Thank you.
carried. Thank you. Woodland Crossing 2025 NEVO proposal.
So the document you have indicates both the contract and the scope. We just finished our last engagement with Neighborhood Evolutions. Got us to this point. A lot of hard work, a lot of learning curve along the way. And this allows us to extend our partnership and our collaboration with Neighborhood Evolutions as we continue to move through things like entitlements, condo development, how we carve up the land, and continued guidance and coaching in filling the space and transforming the commercial side of the space as well. So it's a request for another 9 months engagement with Neighborhood Evolutions. It's basically, there's two parts to it. Each part is $9,500 a month. for a total of $171,000. We're proposing that 45,000 of that come out of the Woodland Crossing revenue generation by the center, and then the remaining come out of the consolidated SIF.
So you would need a motion to approve the employment of Nevo at a fee not to exceed $171,000, approving a contract for services and appropriating $85,500 from the consolidated TIF to cover the cost of Part 1 services, $40,500 from the consolidated TIF, and $45,000 from the Woodland Operations Special Account to cover the cost of the Part 2 services, and authorizing execution of the agreement.
So moved.
Any questions or comments from the commissioners? Questions or comments from members of the public? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Okay, Woodland Parking Lot Sweeping Contract.
Hello. This is the annual parking lot sweeping over at Woodland Crossing. This is a new vendor for us, Best Sweep Specialist. This is an expense that's really recoverable through CAM contributions by the tenants. So this is part of their lease and our responsibility to do common area maintenance, sweep the parking lot, and so forth. So that's what this is about.
So you'd need a motion to approve the Best Sweeping Specialist contract to provide sweeping services at Woodland, to be paid out of the CAM budget, which is all funds of which are deposited into the operating account at the controller's office. Excuse me.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments from the commissioners?
No.
What's the length of the contract, Barry? Is it to the end of this year, or is it a full year?
These sweeping contracts are annual, 12 months. Yeah.
Any questions or comments from members of the public? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Resolution approved. Woodland Landscape Maintenance Contract.
This is for lawn mowing, edging, weeding, bush trimming, tree trimming, that sort of thing. This contract would run from today through November 30th. That's kind of the season. Normally, it should start in April, but we're kind of between contractors from who we had last year till now, so we kind of missed a month in there. So that is I believe, a seven-month contract. So this is a new vendor for us. And MAC Properties Services.
So you'd need a motion to approve the contract with MAAC Property Services to provide landscaping services at Woodland Crossing on the common areas, and appropriating $16,684.64 from the operations account to cover the cost of that work, and authorizing execution of all agreements.
Have a motion, please?
Second.
Question? Yeah.
Monthly.
This is an annual contract as well?
It's 7 months.
7
From
months.
today through November 30th. We probably will begin to think about snow and salt to prepare for November through April or so.
Hopefully,
Well,
we don't have
the
to worry
reason-
about it until November, yeah.
Yeah, the reason that I ask in regards to an annual contract, they have mulching, but it says no mulching. So
Sorry?
they have mulching in there, but it says no mulching. Is that
So we did mulch last year.
right?
So we didn't really, even though they put that in there, I'm actually eliminating that for this year.
Okay, that's
This
what I was
year.
asking, if they're charging us for something they're not doing.
Yeah, so no, we're gonna, that's a no on the mulching. Yeah, we paid to mulch and freshen it up last year, so.
Any questions from the public? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution,
Thank you.
all the work you're doing with this too, Mary. Staff updates.
Just a couple. I think State Road 19 should be wrapping up by the end of the month. They have, I think, until June, like 22nd or something like that, but they're kind of ahead of schedule. And we are also working with the EPA on two properties that the commission owns, one being 1101 Beardsley and the other one being the old Walter Piano site. I believe a representative will be on site in the next couple weeks to start to speak about the public engagement that they're going to be doing on, reaching out to the public on what their end of the project is going to look like and what they'll be addressing. And then, of course, we will step in there afterwards and continue our remediation efforts until we're done. So that's about it. Thank you.
One last quick item. Make sure you guys, if you haven't received the invitations, next week on the 20th, 2:30 p.m. will also be the groundbreaking for the 515 East Street project. So that project will have the official groundbreaking with the developer next week.
And other business? And Boyne invoice.
Total current amount of $27,894.72.
I have a motion approving the invoice, please.
Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? And now we open the meeting for any public comment concerning the commission, but not necessarily the items on the agenda today. Any? Okay. In that case, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Thank you all. Meeting adjourned.